A week had passed since Lest began investigating the Arse forest. At times, powerful stray creatures, similar to the Gale Wolf from which Geralt originated, would appear, but day after day, Lest and Geralt continued to defeat the monsters together. They were no match for the duo now. Lest sighed, acknowledging that he had leveled up quite a bit over the past week, but the monsters in the shallow layers were no longer providing much experience. If he wanted to level up further, he would probably have to challenge the middle layers and beyond. He pondered if he should just sneak off and go anyway, even without permission from his father, Gad. Just then, Gad Albion's voice cut through his thoughts. Lest, starting tomorrow, you'll be surveying deeper areas, Lest responded with a surprised sound. He mused to himself that perhaps his father had grown impatient seeing him so easily handle the shallow layers. Once again, Gad himself had given him an order at the perfect timing. The middle layers, is it? Lest queried, assuming the monsters appearing there would be stronger too. Gad confirmed this, adding with a patronizing tone that it was all because he had high expectations for Lest. Lest calmly replied, yes, then, with a shining aura of satisfaction, accepted the order with gratitude. The next morning arrived, and finally, Lest and Geralt could openly enter the middle layers of the forest. Lest knew that in the shallow layers, most monsters ranged from lower E rank to mid D rank, but in the middle layers, even high C rank monsters would appear. Still, even opponents like that weren't enough for them now. Before he knew it, Lest had apparently reached B rank level strength. All right, Lest affirmed. Thanks to the stronger monsters, I'm finally getting good experience points again. Geralt let out a satisfied sound. And so, steadily leveling up, another week passed. Then, without any warning, it suddenly appeared. A monstrous cyclops with a single eye materialized in front of Lest and Geralt. Lest, energized, called out to Geralt, "Let's go, Geralt." A mid-B rank monster, it was a real pain even in the game. Geralt responded with an eager bark. Combat immediately began. Lest unleashed a wind shot, which struck the monster, covering its face in smoky clouds. Lest swiftly followed up with another wind shot, and urged Geralt forward. The Cyclops reacted with a startled cry of pain. Nice, Geralt, Lest praised, as the monster roared in agony. Lest then activated Wind Sever armor. The Cyclops grunted in anger, reeling from the attack. Suddenly, Lest reacted with shock, recognizing the monster's imminent attack. It was the Cyclops' skill, I-beam. He knew it was a high-power special attack, but since he knew its timing, he could dodge it. Yet, he decided to deliberately face it head-on. I'll intercept it, he resolved. With an arrogant grin, Lest thought, I've only been able to test this against weaklings before, time to use you as my test subject. The I-beam fired. Lest, energized, activated Cyclone. And then roared, blast, he grunted with effort and let out a pain cry as he pushed through the beam. The monster was severely injured by this counterattack, groaning in pain. Geralt roared powerfully, helping to finish it off. The Cyclops was injured and defeated. Ha! Lest breathed, a little surprised they managed to pull through. Good job, Geralt. Geralt whimpered softly in response. Then, Lest felt it. Level up. A level up notification appeared, confirming that the required value had been reached and his level had increased. Immediately, a taming notification followed. The limit for the number of tameable monsters has been updated. 1/1 minus 1/2 more monster can be tamed. It's here, Lest exclaimed, realizing the significance. With this, he could finally tame his second monster. He had already decided which monster to tame next. That one was located in the deep layers of Arse Forest. He hadn't received permission from Gad to enter yet, but he wondered if he could really wait for that. Geralt, take it easy today, Lest instructed his loyal companion. Tomorrow, you'll be fighting without a doubt the strongest opponent we've faced so far. Geralt growled in agreement, ready for the challenge. Lest's mind raced, thinking about the legendary creature passed down in this country. The monster he would attempt to tame tomorrow. It was a dragon.